Hello, everybody. I am your host with the most jam. Welcome back to That Internet Show, episode 4. I know it's been a while, but, the world's kind of been busy, ending itself. So I wanted to come back and talk about the coronavirus protests that we have been seeing more and more frequently as the days have gone by of this lockdown. I think it's day 46 or day 45. We're somewhere in that region. And I just wanted to talk about them a little bit, not really give a strong opinion one way or another, just talk about them. So we've seen in several states people are taken to the streets. Originally, people were just supposed to drive around and honk in their cars, but now people are getting out, they're getting touchy, which we don't want. You want to get out of this order, or this stay-at-home order. You just got to behave yourself for a couple more weeks, and then we can. But if you're getting out and touching people, well then, that's a problem, and we're going to have to prolong it, and nobody wants that. And a lot of their logic is also, from what I've seen of the protests, very unfounded. They claim that their constitutional rights are being violated, but I'd like them to point, where in the Constitution it says they have the right to buy, paint or garden seeds or anything else that they're protesting. A lot of the things they're protesting are just because they're bored, they're antsy, they want to get out of the house, and they're mad at somebody. And, obviously, these protests are in high-volume states with Democratic governors, and so that I'm not starting a political party war here, but I'm just saying a statement of fact. But the good news is about 2/3 of the country says that the lockdown measures are necessary and that they're working and that this is something we need to do. It's only that 1/3, and of that 1/3, a very small minority are actually protesting. So I don't think we have anything to worry about. But I would like, at least everybody to agree and be able to say, we're all in this together. Let's get through it together. That's my thoughts on that topic. I know that's part of the title of the video for this episode, but also wanted to talk about some of the other things that have been going on recently as the virus numbers have started to die down. Obviously, we're still seeing large numbers in other areas, but we're not seeing as many as we did, especially not from other regions of the world like China, South Korea, Italy. We're starting to see numbers go down a little. I'm not exactly sure on the figures, but we're starting to see them go down, which is good. And here in the United States, it's starting to go down. We're getting ready to reopen the country. Obviously, it'll be a while. The DNR here in the state of Michigan said that June 22nd is the tentative date for campgrounds opening, which is good. It's peak tourism season for the state, so that's good to get those open. Construction's going to start here next week on May 7th is when public infrastructure work can go back to doing what they were doing before. I'm not exactly sure on other things. I know a lot of retailers can do curbside, so we're slowly starting to open up, and it's probably in line with my estimate of early to mid-June being completely done with this, or at least the stay-at-home orders will be mostly lifted before July, because I honestly don't think that we're going to be locked up like this in July. I don't think that'll work. Not that I don't want people to stay home or anything like that, but I'm just stating a matter of fact. You can't keep people locked up for 4 or 5 months. They're going to get antsy, and then more and more people are going to start to turn against these governors and the presidency and the federal government and all that, and they're going to just get fed up with it, and they're just going to start leaving anyway. So obviously the gradual reintroduction is very important, and that's kind of why these protests are happening, is they want the whole thing opened all at once. But I think if we do the gradual opening, it'll kind of satisfy them enough to where they won't complain as much and they won't be as upset. Before we continue the topic, I just wanted to I guess we're 4 minutes in. It's a great time to mention the fact of why I keep going on hiatus. I keep saying I'll make a new episode, but then the new episodes just don't turn out the way I want them to, and so I end up scrapping them, and it takes a while for me to actually get a good episode in the works. But I think this episode will probably make it to air. I want to start doing this weekly, so maybe immediately after this I'm going to record another episode of TIS, That Internet Show. I can't abbreviate it. TIS, that's just hard to say, That Internet Show. I want to make more of That Internet Short as well, those shorts. That's only a planned 6-episode series. I was originally going to end this whole thing in March and come back in April, but obviously COVID-19 happened and things changed. So tentatively, I am going to start daily because I have to get them out. I want to get it done before the middle of May, before Mother's Day. Realistically, I want to have that internet short series wrapped up and ready in season 2 production by Memorial Day is when I want to air season 2. Same thing with that internet show. I want to have it, though, wrapped up more like mid-May. I want to have all 12 episodes aired and then put together in a single folder for your enjoyment. And then by Memorial Day, or June 1st, somewhere around there, to have the season 2 airing. I don't know if I'm going to change the intro. I really like the intro. I'm really happy with the way it's turned out for both. I don't know if that internet short is looking like it probably won't change the intro, but that internet show could get a whole new intro. We don't really know. It depends on what my production team is, who we have now, if we have new people, what's going on with that. But that's just that point. I know these videos always go, I guess videos, they're more like a picture with audio. These sessions always go in one direction of me talking about random stuff and then getting on topic. But that's really what this episode is. I just wanted to put out an episode this week and talk about the protests a little bit, put a little bit of a, not total opinion, but a little bit of opinion into it, so I wanted to do that. But that's realistically all I wanted to talk about this episode. We'll be back at it with it when episode 5 airs. I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe we'll see. I'm going to get this thing edited, and maybe I'll record episode 5, and then episode 5 will air, I'll say tomorrow. Tomorrow, May 1st, I want to have an episode. You know what? Until the end of the series, why don't I just air an episode every day? I say that, but that's not a commitment I want to make. Only reason I want to do this because I want to release an episode on Star Wars Day, May the 4th, to talk about some of the Star Wars stuff. I'll probably do that. So this has been That Internet Show. I hope you enjoyed. Tune in tomorrow, definitely tomorrow. Tune in later today for another episode of That Internet Short. And tune in tomorrow for 2 new episodes of a new episode of That Internet Show and a new episode of That Internet Sure. But once again, I've been your host with the most, Jam. This has been That Internet Show, and I'm signing off. See you later, friends. Bye-bye.